Is there such thing as running away from our problems? Can we truly attain freedom? Is the society that we live in only bound by its own constructs? These ideas that we see in Catcher in the Rye show us regular teen behavior. Holden's acts of running away from his problems is something a teenager might do, but not know the consequences. That is just one of the reasons why this book should be taught in school. One of these teenage actions that Holden has already showed us is his way of untruthfulness and deceit towards others. Is it to say that this whole book may be a lie?
In the beginning of the story, Holden had originally told us that he checked himself into a facility. Did this actually happen? Because Holden had never told us of how he truly got there, only that he ended his story with him watching his sister on the carousel.
The only truthful thing Holden may have told us seems to be his actual location, because he has actually given us examples of places in New York.
We have already seen Holden's untruthfulness and how he acts to others, like how he lied to Miss Morrow about his name and how her son Ernest really acts. Holden is known for lying and disrespecting others, even though he calls others a phony.
This untruthful quality that we see in Holden is one that we see in ourselves and teenagers. This is a perfect reason why this book should be taught in high school classrooms, because it will show a connection between the student and the author.
A project on the Catcher in the Rye. It's a group assignment on the Catcher in the Rye. It'll be 8 to 10 minutes long, and you have to use all group members for this assignment. You'll be split into groups of 8 doing a trailer on the Catcher in the Rye.
There are many themes that can be taught from J.D. Salinger's Catcher in the Rye. One of these themes is that innocence, reality, knowledge, and freedom cannot be attained. Holden and Sally both show us this when they go on a date to Rockefeller Center, and Holden has the unrealistic idea to run away with her. Also, we see this when in the end of the book, Holden eventually has to go back to his parents, so he never truly attained freedom and never really broke from the reality of him being kicked out of his private school.
Another theme is that there is no existence of losing innocence. Of the opposite, there is only the gaining and losing of knowledge. We see this in the money Phoebe, Holden's sister, gives him, and which is her Christmas money. This is not a place in which he loses another notch of innocence in this book, but only the gaining of knowledge of true embarrassment. We also see the gaining of knowledge in the carousel scene, where Holden supposedly loses his innocence, when in reality, he figures out that he cannot be the Catcher in the Rye. He must let what happened, happen.
Another one of these themes is that the happiness of others brings about the death of yourself. We see this when Phoebe shows immense joy trying to catch the golden ring. A more mature Holden is born, and his childness dies. We also see this when Allie dies, and Holden becomes a more depressed person.
These themes that we have heard relate to our teenage lifestyle, and also teaches the teenage audience that running away from your problems will not fix anything, but would rather create bigger problems in the long run.
In the Rye?
Have I read
Catcher in the Rye. No? Do you know where the ducks go?
Nope.
Really? Catcher in the Rye?
Wait, what is that?
Do you know where the ducks go in the winter?
In the South?
Have you read Catcher in the Rye?
Yeah.
Has it helped you in life?
No, not at all.
Do you know where the ducks go in the winter?
Across the pond?
This simple video about Catcher in the Rye has taught us many things on why it should be taught nationwide. This book has many teenage connections all around it. It also teaches them many lessons, like running away from your problems will only lead you to the beginning and will have you with more problems. Also, it teaches you that freedom is really not attainable and is impossible to run away from. We have also learned that there are many ways to teach Catcher in the Rye in the classroom, and many themes that could be learned off of it. Hopefully in the future, many others will see this message, and Catcher in the Rye will be read across high schools everywhere. One of these themes is that there's no such thing as innocence, knowledge, freedom, or something that I totally forgot.
Hey baby, what you gotta say? All you're giving me is fiction.
There are many things that can be taught from J.D. Salinger's Catcher in the Rye. One of these things is that innocence, reality, knowledge, and freedom do not exist.
Holden and Sally both extract. Have you read Catcher in the Rye?
Yeah.
Do you...
It started with a whisper, and that was when I kissed her, and then she made my lips hurt.
There are many things that can be taught in J.D. Salinger's Catcher in the Rye. One of these things is that there's no such thing as innocence, knowledge, freedom, reality.
I did that totally wrong.
Catch the ring on the ring, the ring.
The ring.
When everybody talks, babe.